We'd find a pebble and take turns kicking it all the way to school. He took a turn, launching the pebble 10 feet down the sidewalk. "You're really into alien invasion, huh? Do you think it's as good as Monsters Unleashed?" The makers of Alien Invasion, Veratrum Games, had previously created a game called Monsters Unleashed. We'd been totally obsessed with it over the summer. Until some of the video game monsters got really unleashed, and we had to save the town from real, live, snarling beasts. It's not quite as good, but it feels safer. I laughed, and he joined in. Both of us had vowed never to play Monsters Unleashed again. But I was happy when Alien Invasion came out. It was another augmented reality game, which meant that when you were playing, it looked like the game was taking place in the real world. It used the phone's camera and graphics card to do the trick. And there was nothing like battling video game aliens in your school parking lot. Even our science teacher, Mr. Durr, liked the game. If you played at night, there was a really cool extra feature that was actually educational, he said. When you held the phone up to the sky, a star map filled in, showing exactly what stars and planets you were looking at. I'd learned a lot about astronomy while I protected our planet from fake aliens. "You still haven't played at night yet," I pointed out. Charlie's parents had finally agreed to get him a cell phone after he'd joined the football team, so that he could text them when it was time to pick him up from practice. When we used to play mobile games together, he always had to borrow his mother's phone. It was great that he now had his own, if he ever had free time to use it. "I've heard the game's 10 times cooler at night," Charlie said. My face lit up as I thought of an idea. "How about tonight? 8 p.m., my backyard. The weather app this morning said it was going to be clear skies, perfect for playing." Charlie held the school's front door open for me. "I can't. I have football practice after school, and then I'm going out for ice cream with the team. And then I'll have to do all my homework." My heart sank into my gray Converse sneakers. I followed him into the school, feeling like I was losing my best friend. We'd been inseparable since I'd moved in next door when we were 5. We didn't even mind when other kids teased us about being boy-girl best friends. But since we started middle school 3 weeks ago, things felt like they were changing. Or more specifically, Charlie was changing. "Hey, do you have any new science jokes?" I asked. "You haven't told me one in a while." Charlie raised his eyebrows. "You hate my science jokes." "I don't hate them." He gave me a look. "Okay, I used to think they were a little annoying," I admitted. "But strangely, I miss them." His science jokes were totally dorky, and he sometimes came out with them at inappropriate times. But everything was suddenly moving too fast. I just wanted one thing to stay the same. "Well, I can't think of any right now," he said with a shrug. Then the bell rang so loudly it made my ears ache. "Gotta go," Charlie called. Kids darted left and right, squealing with their friends. I shuffled toward my classroom, head down, feeling like a lost puppy. Then I felt a shove, like someone had pushed my backpack. I looked around, but the hall was chaos. It was probably an accident, some kid bumping me while trying to squeeze by. I settled into my seat in English class and put my backpack on the floor. But then I noticed something. A white piece of paper had been shoved into the side pocket. I glanced around. No one was paying any attention to me, as usual. So I slipped the note out and unfolded it. When I saw what it said, my heart did a cartwheel. "You're invited to join..."